Hello, welcome to the Daily Political Tarot Readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you so much for being here. I'm here 365 days of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. So please just put your questions in before I come on. 10% of my income from everything Black and Orange goes to Feeding America at feedingamerica.org, which supplies food to food banks across the country. That is an ongoing thing. And we have epic troll slayers who keep us safe. Thank you. Thank you. We have a great community here because you guys are so nice to each other. It makes a huge difference. If you ever think, oh, I'm nice, but it doesn't make a difference, holy buckets. You go hang around YouTube. Go hang around some of the comment sections on other channels. We have great, in the tarot community, we have some great communities, but let's just say it's not everywhere. So anyway, thank you, everybody. Oh, I'm glad you guys like the overlay. Man, I've got questions for. I've got a lot of questions today, and we're reading on some rotten people I don't even normally read on. There are old ones that haven't been as prominent. So yeah. Now, for the first question, I could have sworn it was. I was thinking it was Looney Luna, but no. This is someone else completely. Laura Loomer is different from Looney Luna, but they're both awful. So anyway, all right, pulling myself together slowly. Welcome to happy Pisces season. I am a Scorpio with a Cancer moon, so I like Pisces season, but it's not everyone's cup of tea. Cheryl Clark, I agree. They are all lunatics. Absolutely. All right. If there's too much noise coming from downstairs, just let me know. And I think it's funny that one of my sisters, I just saw her walk in, and she's wearing a sweatshirt as well. And hers is white. It's like, oh, okay. Mine's actually dark. You can't tell. But there's a cat hair. Surprise. It's actually dark blue. But yes. All right. So today is February 19th, yes, and February 19th, the sun went into Pisces yesterday. The moon goes into Pisces this evening. So Cheryl says, I'm a Pisces. Bless. Agnes says, with the Leo moon here. Awesome. So overnight and tomorrow and Tuesday, Mardi Gras. We're going to be, I think everybody might be a little bit more sensitive. So, because there's going to be a lot of Piscean energy around. It's the last. This will just take me a second. Hang on. I'm not going into a big deal. I know some of you are like, oh God, no. This right here, this is Pisces, right? Right here. This blue thing right here. Looks like an H that's been on a diet. Yeah. That's the symbol for Pisces. It's actually two fish swimming in opposite directions. But anyway, this is the last sign of the zodiac. And if you think about it, Aries, the first sign of the zodiac is when you're born. When you cry out, it's the warrior. It's the I am. It's I'm here. And Pisces it's ruled by Neptune, all immaterial. I have generally, there are exceptions, but I've generally found Pisceans they're not really people persons. Anyway, they famously have kind of one foot on the other side, which is where you get all the spirituality and you get the immaterial, but you get sensitivity, you get spirituality, It's the last sign of the zodiac. So my mother's a Pisces. So I actually joke with her that, all Pisces, like I said, their whole lives, they're kind of like near the edge. Like, I'm done. I'm done with y'all. Just all of you. I'm just waiting. You're on your own. I'm just so anyway. There's going to be a lot of Piscean energy because the sun is here. It just coming in to Pisces, and the moon's going here around 10, 11 o'clock tonight. 11 o'clock Central. Yeah, about 11 o'clock Chicago time. So yeah, going to be sensitive. More sensitive. So that's the energy that's going to be in the air. And some people have asked me if, all this astrology stuff, when you get transits and things, how does it affect all the signs? It's what it kicks up into the air. I think of it as the same way when Pluto's plowing through a sign, it kicks up all the dust. It kicks up all the stuff that's related to that sign, all the deep stuff. Well, anytime planets are going through a sign, just for all of us, it's some of that dust gets in the air that we're all dealing with to some extent. Anyway, all right. Cheryl Clark says we are loners. Our intuitions make us emotional. Mm-hmm. Joyce says, I don't say oh no. I just wait patiently for those who enjoy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hello, Doug. Oh, gosh. No signs of cancer. Oh, no areas to be concerned about. Excellent news. Oh, yay. Yay. Oh, that's good. That's good. Agnes says, my husband is a Pisces, 30 years married in March. Great guy. Oh, congratulations. 30 years. Oh, this is wonderful. Good news. Good news. This is wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Okay, let me jump into, so that's what's going on there. And with Venus sextile Pluto, they're energizing each other. So that's intense, but still good. And tomorrow we've got a new moon. Right, but it's early in the morning. Like 1 a.m. Chicago time, 1:06. So it's a good time if you want to. I mean, this is old school, folks. But if you want, you want to grow your hair longer, you want it to grow faster. It's a good time to get your hair trimmed. It's a good time to start things, plant something. Start a new intention, a new habit, a new something like that, because then it can come, especially short-term kinds of things that so in a couple of weeks it can come to fruition at the full moon. So that's always a good idea. And traditionally, if you want your hair to grow more slowly, you don't want as many haircuts quite as often, you get a haircut at the full moon because it's already come to culmination. There you go. So Diane says it's 67 here in Western Illinois on the Mississippi. Oh, wow. It is 51 degrees in Chicago. Sunday, February 19th. And Aspie Third Eye says, I've never married. I've never met anyone that brave. I'm not buying that, but okay. I'll go along with the joke, but I'm not buying that. All right, at 9 minutes 15 seconds in, Laura Loomer. All right, let me share with you. Who is Laura Loomer? Share screen. So the first thing I did was I pulled up pictures. Okay. Laura Loomer. She is a pro-Trump Islamophobe, far-right activist. Personally, I think she looks exactly, she is exactly halfway between Gargoyle and Marjorie Trader. Like if you combine their DNA, and you'd get a woman who looks like this. That's Joanne says it's 105 degrees Fahrenheit today just outside of Perth. Oh my gosh, Western Australia. Oh, I should defend you. Oh my gosh. More gargoyle, Cindy thinks. I understand. I think it's just right between the two. But what she looks like, who cares, ultimately? What's at issue, share screen. Screen capture of one of her tweets. Olbermann put this up. Breaking. Former President Jimmy Carter has entered hospice care. That is true, and bless him. He's lived a long life. He's lucky. He got to live long enough to see a Democrat in the White House who was more destructive than he was. He should feel blessed. Don't get why people are so upset about what I said. It's a compliment. I said he's no longer the worst Democrat ever to hold office. Knowing that should be a huge... Oh, she lost something? Laura Loomer for Congress. Strong supporter of President Trump. Florida District 11. I'm afraid I'm going to have to agree with the mean girl here. Yeah, I'm just gonna. All right. Well, since she is awful, and I think that I just. It's like these people they are determined to not be a part of civilization. Just not going to be decent human beings. Not going to care. Not going to be respectful of anything. Not going to be empathetic. Just President Carter, yeah, who has helped how many people? Who's been an inspiration for how many people? Okay, so Laura Loomer, what's going to happen to you? What's going to happen with you? Actually, I better get this out of the way. Here. Okay. Laura Loomer. Carolyn, I agree. Every time we have a Republican president, we need a Democrat to fix it afterwards. Exactly. Man, oh day. Yeah, that hurts. The heck. I mean, look, I am no fan of W, but let me tell you, when it's his last days, I'm not gonna rip him a new one. Thank you, lucky girl. Got the active swear jar again. Activate swear jar. Yeah. Jean A said, oh my gosh, I've got 6 cards. Her district is in the Great Green, what was that? Sorry, Great Green Swamp. How fitting. Whew. Lisa Graham, I agree. We need more Carters, not Loomers. And Mel Broussard, Grim Bleeper. Yes. People are grieving. You inconsiderate, selfish, blankety blank. All right, I don't know why I have 6 cards. 6 of Swords. Page of Wands. 7 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Sun. Well, I get the Sun card. Unfortunately, I now have a racism card. I didn't before I started regularly reading on politics. Lovely. She wants power. I mean, surprise, but no, she does. She really wants power. Far right message. She's gonna have a new job. I don't know what she's doing now for a living, but her extremism. What is she doing now? Because actually, I'm not gonna look it up, but this almost feels like getting a job. Like she's succeeded with what she has, and her situation right now, like we haven't heard of her, but this feels like getting paid money to be on some far right something or other. Mary Houston says, W is a war criminal who abused power, committed atrocities against humanity. People will whitewash that whenever his time comes. I don't know that it's necessarily whitewashing. I just think when someone is dying, you don't attack them. When someone is in hospice, you don't attack them. That just I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Be kind, thank you so much. I haven't contributed in a while, but in honor of President Carter, I'd like to help people feed America. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, lurking lady, it's called respect. Yeah. Devil. She's just mean. Tower. 10 of Pentacles, 3 of, yeah, she's looking for a payoff. She's looking for a far right-wing payoff, and feels like she was devastated when Trump lost and then Republicans didn't have the big red wave. She's vile. She's vile, but unfortunately, there's always a job waiting for people like that. There's always a think tank. There's always a news channel. There's always anyone who is that heinous and loud about it politically. There's always a job for them over there somewhere. Okay. Peace Miss shaking head says shaking head. It goes around, comes around. Ding. Yeah. Ugh. Okay. At 18:30. 18:30. Lindsey Graham. Okay, so there was this article, and the headline was a little misleading, kind of ish. Because the headline says it's on Raw Story, Lindsey Graham addresses regrets over possible perjury charges in Georgia. On Sunday, he addressed whether he regrets his testimony to Georgia's special grand jury. And Martha Raddatz, the host on ABC, noted that portions of the grand jury report released last week indicated jurors believe some witnesses committed perjury. And Raddatz asked him, do you accept the grand jury conclusion? Do you have any regrets about calling the Secretary of State and any concerns about perjury? He said, no concerns about my testimony. The grand jury analysis that there was no widespread fraud in Georgia, I agree with that. I think the voting by mail had problems, but I found no evidence of widespread fraud. I had to decide as a senator whether or not to validate the Georgia election. I thought it made sense to call up the Georgia Secretary of State. Oh, please. And I did and asked hard questions. But at the end of the day, I voted to certify the election results for Georgia. Mm-hmm. And in recent weeks, Graham's been raising tens of thousands of dollars for a legal expense fund. Uh-huh. So it's the headline is a little misleading. But is Lindsey Graham about to face a ton of legal problems? Hello, Lisa. Teresa Ford, no, because it wasn't your state, sir. Okay. Lindsey, where are you? This is not somebody who's deeply in touch with himself. There's this air about him that he's been bending and swaying and twisting himself into pretzels for so long that it's like he doesn't really know who he is, if that makes any sense. He's not strongly moored to his own sense of self. I'm not saying he's not arrogant. That's a whole different thing. I'm saying it's kind of wishy-washy. Ace of Pentacles. That feels very expensive. Whatever that is, it feels very expensive. I'm getting mental images of this being like one of those super, super, super expensive watches. Just something that's really, really expensive, lots of diamonds and something expensive. That's what there. Two of Cups, Two of Wands, Nine of Wands, Tower, Hierophant. Oh dear. Luckily, the people in Georgia and Lindsey Graham, at least they ultimately went through with certifying the election. But yeah, this is far right communication. This is picking up the phone for the far right, making a call. This is feeling rather beaten up about it. And I've got a tower of the government's institution. I want more clarification on this. Him, because he's trying to stay away so much, and it's like he's being dragged back in while he's just like, no, sorry, not here. Yeah, I've got to go. Place to be. Oh, Lindsey, are you just buying a really bling watch, or are you about to have, be spending all that money on lawyers? Oh my gosh, the cards are just coming straight off the top like greased skids. Knight of Pentacles. Wow, I do declare. I was just... Okay, there's a Thief card is where we're starting. Seven of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Hanged Man, Five of Cups, Six of Swords. I have a suspension right in the middle. I have somebody being strung up by their heels. Now, I've got some disappointment here. This card of disappointment. It's very middling. It's very, not all of the cups are knocked down, but some cups are knocked down. And this is my going up the river card. This is traveling for legal court battles, possibly, it is traditionally my going up the river card, my kind of jail card, theft. He's playing games. Oh, I'm just this innocent. I'm just this. Oh, I'm just a Republican, just doing my due diligence. Really? How many states did you call? How many? And if I didn't see this, I mean, if I didn't have a major arcana right in the middle, I'd be like, huh, he's got some splaining to do. But that major arcana hanged man right in the middle of it. I'm getting a little jaded at this point. It's like, I don't know, is anybody gonna be held accountable? I'll believe it when I see it. But the cards are saying, oh, Lindsey, trying to raise some money for your legal fund. You might want to work on that one. Yeah, you might want to hurry, because that trickle of money you need may become a deluge. A lot of money you're going to get, but if a need can be a deluge, we'll just go with it. Man of day. Okay. Marco Rubio, we know who that is. 2630. 2630. In all his whiny ridiculousness, we know who Marco Rubio is. Marco Rubio and Jim Banks. I had to look him up. I didn't recognize him right off the top. It's like, yeah, I don't remember his face, but he's awful. And you know how I know he's awful? Because Marco Rubio and Jim Banks are pushing to reinstate the Trump-era ban on trans people in the military. I was watching, I got to share this with you. I was watching a video. I found it was like old clips of Ben Shapiro, that heinous human being. And he went on a panel with a woman who had been a Marine and done all kinds of Marine stuff, who had transitioned and is now a woman. And he said just some of the most heinous stuff to her face, the most rude, just horrible stuff. And bless her, because she reached out and she put her hand on the back of his neck and she said, if you keep talking like that, you're going to end up leaving here with bruises. And you want to go against trans people? Yeah. Mm-hmm. You think you're the first person who's insulted them, and someone who was a decorated Marine. You wanna try that again? Little whiny man. Seriously, that guy's voice. Have you guys heard Ben Shapiro's voice? It's like, and a lot. It's like there are a number of these guys on the right who, they want to tan parts of their anatomy. They're heinous trans people are heinous, all this kind of garbage, and they all talk like this. It's like, there's the difference between a man and a woman. You're born, your chromosomes are male or female. That's all there is. It's like, dude. Oh, Lord. So, Marco Rubio and Jim Banks are pushing to reinstate the Trump-era ban on trans people in the military. Will they succeed? Lady Eva, yes. Shapiro sounds like he's addicted to helium. Yes. Okay, yeah, just bad decisions. Just bad decisions. Thank you, Betty. Oh, man. Far-right communication. Dynasty. Entitlement. Lack of empathy. Lack of understanding. Oh, Kim, I'm glad you liked it. Are they going to succeed? Not unless Republicans really get control of things. But this topic, this idea, this isn't going away, I'm afraid. These scumbags. Yeah. Janice, or he's a reject from the Lollipop Guild. Yes. Oh, thank you, Fran. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this is making my skin crawl. This over here. Cruelty. You mean the trans people who are in the military risking their lives for us, for our freedoms, and who can do their jobs extremely well, who don't usually upset the people they are working with, because the whole point in the military is you are fighting for the person next to you. They work together. Thick and thin, life and death. And frankly, unfortunately not all, but most soldiers, folks, when the bullets start flying, nobody cares. Nobody cares about your gender. Nobody cares. Nobody. But these people are... Okay, anyway. Eileen has a question about Texas. Teggis. 3245. 3245. A bill in the Texas Senate would make it illegal for citizens of certain countries to buy any property in Texas. No exceptions for legal permanent residents. If you are Chinese, well, North Korean, Iranian, or a Russian, I'm surprised they included the Russians, but a bill in the Texas Senate would make it illegal for Chinese, North Korean, Iranian, and Russian citizens to buy any property in Texas, no exceptions for legal permanent residents. I think that should be a TS. Let me see. Yeah, how's that going to go? Larry Murray says, nobody cares about gender, race, or anything else. Nope. Oh, thank you, Carolyn. Yeah. All right, Texas. You realize there are people who've come over here. And if there are any North Koreans in Texas, they've been through hell to get this far. And you would have penalized them. Surprise. I'm seriously, I am actually shocked that they're trying to limit Russians. I'm literally shocked. Merchants, I'm not sure what federal laws this might interfere with, if any. Well, Broussard says about a third of my subdivision is owned by foreign companies, not an individual, but a corporation. So the bill won't do anything even if it passes. Ding, 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 ding. Excellent. Yep, Mel, you got it. 9 of Wands, Strength, Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups, Star. I don't know. I don't know property law. I just don't. I've never bought a house, so I don't know. I'll just leave it at that. This is something federal raining on their parade. There's something else going on here, but I don't know the laws well enough to say what that is. But something is, it just skids to a halt. This garbage, it just skids to a halt. Well, Betty says, I think that would be very hard to enforce. Yeah. And you're right. It's corporations that are the problem. Okay. 3630. Now, I've read on this kind of thing before, but this is interesting. Let me see what I'm getting. If I'm getting anything better. Because Ross Story is reporting that Dominion has more than met the burden of proof that Fox News acted with malice. These are their little quotes throughout this. The network giant is in a world of hurt and will be looking at a possible gargantuan verdict in the billion-dollar lawsuit. Will Dominion receive the verdict and the verdict they want and the money? Ross Story is reporting Dominion has more than met the burden of proof that Fox News acted with malice. The network giant is in a world of hurts. We'll be looking at a possible gargantuan verdict. Hope so, but I don't always get the cards I want, as you well know. They shouldn't have. That was a really bad legal decision, what they did. Surprise. Empress. 7 of Cups. 7 of Pentacles. World. Page of Pentacles. They did so much damage. They really made everything look bad. Everything about Dominion look bad in front of the whole country. And these are lies. Well, Fox made money from this. And this feels like the world card is end of a chapter, end of a book. You're done, move on. But this feels like them being reined in, and then Dominion gets some money. But I get that they're not going to get what they're asking for. It's going to be much smaller, and this is exactly what I've been getting. So, and I'm going to close this door because it's kind of loud downstairs. There we go. All right. All right, since I'm done with that reading, please indulge me for just... Settings, audio. Okay. All right. It says it is working again. All right. Somehow it says I lost microphone, but there it is. Okay. All right. Is this better? Is this better? Can you hear me? Good. Yeah, it said I lost, when I moved the camera, it said I lost the microphone, but I don't know how or I think I fixed it. All right. Betty says he has 1 foot to keep cool. Yes. Thank you, guys. He's such a cutie. All right, what was this? I like that, Lois. Just hanging out. Teresa Ford, yes, kitty toes and tails. Excellent. So, oh, into nails. These are old. I've had these for years, and I love them. So, it's a good thing about the nails when they're good quality. I can reuse them over and over and over and over and over and over. And I love this color. So, unfortunately, people ask me what color it is, like nail polish color. Lady Eva says, in the star of the show, the inspiration behind the monkey's paw, Boo-Boos and Kitty. You spelled monkeys like, hey, we're the monkeys. The monkey's paw? I don't remember that episode. Monkey's paw. I'm sure there's one, but I don't remember. Anyway. Okay. All right, back down into the news. Ugh. But next we have Deborah's question. Oh, yes, please. 42. I hope this is yes, but we'll see. 42. Deborah Murphy was asking, if Fox loses this Dominion case, is the military going to take them off as the main show they show to our men and women in the military? I doubt it, but Blurple, says Valerie. Lady Eva says, yes, it was an episode. Nikki lost his voice because he wished he could stop talking. Oh, okay. Sam Miller says, yes, please. Yeah. Why? Why do they have to show Fox News? Really? That's what we're hoping, that they, I don't know, they don't pay attention if it's not, I don't know. Two of Cups, Ace of Wands, Queen of Cups, Hierophant, Two of Wands. They should. There's the institution. But a lot of people will turn it back to Fox News if you turn it to something else. Yeah. And I'm not getting my hopes up. Hopefully, but I'm not getting my hopes up. The energy's not great. Okay. All right. We have a despicable question. To Satan, DeSantis, despicable. 44. In the original meaning of the word. Not cute art, cute animated stuff. No, despicable. Ron DeSantis. AP classes are a waste of time, not worth the effort in my state, he says, right? Ron DeSantis was actually the AP History, U.S. History Student of the Year in high school. AP U.S. History Student of the Year in high school, and that class and others helped him get a running start at Yale. Of course. Why is he taking all of these opportunities he had from the young people in his state. And you can't read On to Satan without Lady Macbeth's energy right there behind him. His wife is... They're both in it together. It's why they try to keep, anything that could incriminate them, anything that could look bad out of email, out of records, out of... Yeah, Lady Macbeth is right there pushing her husband. Valerie's asking, are there suggestion boxes inside bar bathrooms to harvest these god-awful ideas? Oh, the burden of the far right. The burden. Walking off with all of those. Yeah. The 5 of Swords. 9 of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, 7 of Wands. Why am I getting that this guy is dumb as rocks? I mean, I was getting he's smarter than Trump, but bar set kind of low. I'm getting that he doesn't twig that the system as it was benefited him. I'm getting a disconnect. And the mental image I'm getting is something unplugged. And I know that's not a connection, but that's the closest. It feels like a connection where you could put things together and get everything working nicely. No, it just unplugged. He doesn't. That's all I'm getting. Betty says, no, he's not. She's the brains. I'm guessing because what I'm getting here is he doesn't get it. He does not get it. Man. Teresa Ford says it's a connection to his higher self, unplugged. Well, there are a lot of people with that. I wish in general, I wish everyone could feel more of a connection to their higher selves. I know we are so far down deep into the low vibrational planes that it can be very hard to connect. But it makes me wish we just a little higher up overall in vibration, so more people could go, and feel the connection. But Phyllis Rowan, you are absolutely correct. A lot of white men who have managed to fail upwards have that disconnect. Ding. Ding, 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 ding. He's so off. All right. 4930. Maybe some good news. Maybe some good news in Wisconsin. Maybe. Not. I lived in Wisconsin in 2 different places for a number of years. So I know how bad Wisconsin is, how good Wisconsin can be, how bad Wisconsin can be. Democrats think they may have a chance in taking over the Wisconsin Supreme Court for the first time in 15 years. Will they be able to do it? Please, oh please, oh please, oh please, 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 please. Extra please. Please, 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 please on top. Come on, Wisconsin. Wisconsin Supreme Court. Come on. Move to the left. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right, that's my left, but still. Come on. Two of Cups, that's a partnership, and that's Democrats. Okay. Can we just stay here? Can we pretend this is the end? It was just a one card reading. There weren't any other cards. Oh, man. Two of Swords. Ace of Wands. Fool. Six of Cups. Decisions. There's the bludgeon of the far right. Fools, but there's a good card there, but then there's legally hemmed in, but it's next to this card. Let me pull again. Sandy Miller says, we can look at all this as an observer without getting the muck on us. Well, I hope you guys aren't getting the muck on you, but I'm kind of in it. It's kind of the gig. Come on, Wisconsin, 3 cards. Dems. Liberals take some power back in the Supreme Court of Wisconsin. Okay, they're on the far right. They're feeling beaten up. Okay. 6 of Cups, 9 of Cups. There's lots of possibility here, right in the middle. This is good. It's almost. Gosh darn it, it's almost. Pull 2 sets of cards. I'm getting the same thing. Man, very frustrating. All right. Well, the next question at 53 and a bit is about Nikki Haley, but it's not about Nikki Haley. Thank heavens, because I don't want to read on her energy if I don't have to. 53. But if you guys ask, I will. But I don't do it for funsies. Okay, Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley's recent call for older lawmakers to get a mandatory competency check is going over about as well as you'd expect. However, enough people are talking about it on both sides of the aisle that it is becoming a bit of a debate. Could we see something like this in the future? Bit of a debate. Competency tests. How about we get people who, if you're going to be in office, you have to pass a civics test. How about that? Not just about age. Let's have some basic. You have to know basic civics. Hermit. Okay, I'm hearing crickets. Yeah. Lady Eva says, hey, GOP, be careful what you wish for. Well, I think she's talking about age related, but I think it should go all the way down. Because if someone is not mentally well enough to pass a civics test, then that says what you need to do. But everybody should have to pass a civics test to be in office. Four of Wands, 5 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Hierophant, Six of no. It's like the way I will sometimes, yeah, I'll be like, oh, yeah, I'll explain it this way. Oh, that's a great idea. We'll look right at it. We'll look at it later. That's what they're going to do. So I wouldn't hold my breath on this one. Oh boy. Okay. All right, we got a couple of Russia questions. I made Betty smile. I made you guys smile today. That makes me happy. I really like making you guys laugh. 56 minutes in. Russia has been slowly replacing soldiers from the Wagner Group with their own citizens. Recently, the Wagner Group took to Twitter to appeal to Russia. You can't even talk directly to them. To supply the Wagner Group with ammunition, as it appears they are low/out of ammunition. I assumed that, I guess they're getting stuff directly from Russia. I just assumed they were going through like arms dealers. But are the days of this alliance drawing to a close? Kathy Delisle. That's quite funny. I like that. I don't know if I want to repeat it on camera, but I like it. Okay. So, Wagner Group in Russia. Ew. Betty says prisoner, I heard. I don't know what you mean. Prisoner, who's a prisoner? What's a prisoner? What? Mel says the Wagner Group is taking heavy casualties near Bakhmut these days, courtesy of Ukrainian armed forces. Well done, Ukrainian armed forces. Tower. Russia's going to lose. Betty says that they're taking prisoners to fight. Oh, yes, thank you. Page of Pentacles. King of Swords. Justice. Six of Wands. Endings. That's not a king. They're reliant on the Russian military. They don't have what they need. This actually, I don't know that they would, but this feels like they say, like it's almost like the Wagner Group or somebody, maybe it's Russia, but somebody is like, oh yeah, we won. See? This is what we wanted all along. Bye. Then the Ukrainians are like, what? But because they're just losing. The Russians are just losing. And it's just a peace out. But this is claiming victory that's not real. Because the balance of it's balance of the war isn't balanced anymore. Go Ukraine. Dave, that's not true. It's not true. Let's not attack our side. Well, but that's just my opinion. All right, an hour in, we have Russian state TV. Oh, you're going to love this. Russian state TV has declared that Russia is in the middle of building its third empire. Is that like a Third Reich? Really? That's what we're doing, huh? At this point, are they just going off the Nazi playbook? Hello, Eliza. My cards are mixed up. Hermit. You're isolated. Third Empire. My foot. Third Empire. You are dreaming. Devil. Ace of Pentacles. Two of your whole idea of empire, you have shown it to be bupkis. That's what you're getting out of this whole thing in Ukraine. You are losing blood and treasure. You are losing everything. Third Empire. You couldn't afford empire carpets. 588 3200. Go away. So, and the last question. 102. 12th question at 102. Netherlands. The Netherlands are expelling Russian spies posing as diplomats. Good. And closing one of their own consulates in St. Petersburg. So now the only embassy, consulate, what's it, is in Moscow. The remaining embassy consulate in Moscow will be the only contact for Dutch citizens seeking to stay in Russia. Is this a signal of more diplomatic shakeups to come? Because basically, at the Russian embassy in the Netherlands, I believe, the Netherlands are saying, look, nobody, you just keep sending spies to work here, and we can't have that. And my cards are, I really messed that up. Goodness gracious. Sorry. I have to just do a quick check. I think I got them all. Yeah, okay. I'll never forget the, I don't remember what embassy was bombed, to be honest. When I lived in the Netherlands, there was a bombing on Embassy Row. It was loud, broke windows for a mile, and but I honestly, I was in my late teens, and frankly, I cared more about the fact that a friend of mine lived in that general area, and luckily the windows stayed intact, but apparently it was a near, like, the shock wave was, it was scary. So that's what I was more concerned about. So I don't remember which embassy was bombed, but that's terrible. All right, diplomatic corps around the world. Are you getting rid of your Russians? Queen of Wands. Oh, the whole group of on the, yeah, they're Two of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. It was a dark and stormy night. It was in Russia. It's a cold nighttime in Russia. They are isolated. People can't get money out of ATMs, their own money out of ATMs. it's a mess, and it's colder and darker and more horrible all the time. And this is just part of that slide that they're on down. Shouldn't have started a war. Just a thought. But anyway. All right, it is 1:25 p.m. here in Chicago. By the way, I meant to apologize right up top. Yesterday I said at the end that there was a Patreon. The Patreon Terror Social was last night. Again, I was looking at the wrong thing on my calendar. I fixed that. I apologize. I am so sorry. It's next Saturday. I completely blew it. And then I was going to I put something on the community page. I put something on Patreon. And then I was going to hang out kind of in the chat area around 8 while I was working on other stuff. I fell asleep. I woke up at like 8:45 and it was like, oh my gosh. First I said the wrong day. And then I wasn't even there. So I blew it. I apologize. So, mea culpa. But the Patreon Terror Social is next Saturday evening. So, from 8 to 10 p.m. Chicago time. But for now, it is 1:26 p.m. here in Chicago. That's going to do it for me. But thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And please don't forget, you are not alone. We are in this all together. And there are good days ahead. So hang in there. And I will see you either later on, a couple hours over on the Creative Sprints channel, or I'll see you right back here tomorrow. All right, take care.